Hello, Dr. A and classmates. My name is Markeith Brisco, and this is my video project. What does interdisciplinary studies mean to me? Well, I like to compare interdisciplinary studies to a gumbo. In a gumbo, you have your different ingredients or your disciplines, like your sausage, your peppers, your okra, your shrimp, your lobster, your crab. You mix all of that up together, and you come up with something new and something fresh. Well, that's what interdisciplinary studies is. It's integrating knowledge from two or more disciplines, using that knowledge to solve problems. But how do we actualize that? My research project is on the disconnect between the church and the younger generation. For whatever reason, it doesn't seem there to be too many younger people wanting to go to church or be involved with the church. And I think one of the main reasons is because the church doesn't capitalize on its use of technology. The younger generation uses technology pretty much for everything. It's in every facet of life for them. But in order to reach them, the church needs to go where they are. So if they're on social media, if they have their iPhones and they're on blogs or podcasts or whatever, why doesn't the church do a better job of using this tool? Don't get me wrong, there are some churches that do use these tools for this purpose and they are successful with it. But I'm talking as the church as a whole does not do this. There's a reason Jesus spoke in parables. It was to reach people where they were. He humbled himself and came down to their level to be able to get them to comprehend and understand who he was and what he was all about in the first place. So that's what interdisciplinary studies means to me. It's integrating the knowledge of technology and getting the church to use that to reach out to the younger generation to change their hearts and minds to be accepting of the Word of God. How has my worldview changed since I started this class? Honestly, it really hasn't. I've always kind of had an open mind. But one of the things that really stuck out to me this semester was when W.E.B. Du Bois said, "One ever feels his two-ness." And, we debated in class that he was talking about being black in America. But as a Christian, for me, it's about the spirit versus the flesh. In Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2, it says, "I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God." Those two verses edify the struggle that Christians face. We're supposed to We live in the world, but we're not of the world. We have to be able to circumnavigate this life with the life that we chose to live by. And that can be difficult at times, especially when we look in the world. We live in a time such as this where there's so many mass shootings in schools and it seems like people are getting killed on our streets left and right. But to be honest, a lot of these times were foretold by Christians, and things are going to get worse before they get better. But we have to hold fast to our beliefs and our truths, and that we stand on the Word of God. And that's why the Bible tells us to transform our minds and to renew our minds every single day, so we can stand through these times and be lights and beacons in a world of darkness. This is my video project. Thank you guys so much.